wants to learn something? Here are 50 amazing facts to blow your mind. There are only 4 words in the English language that end with D-O-U-S. They are tremendous, horrendous, stupendous, and hazardous. A tiger's stripes are on their skin, not just their fur. More collect phone calls are made on Father's Day than any other day of the year. AT&T reported, on average, 83 million calls were made on Father's Day compared to 106 million on Mother's Day. But 27% more Father's Day calls were collect. Pearls will actually dissolve when immersed in vinegar. A pearl is mostly calcium carbonate, which is susceptible to even the weakest acid solution. On March 3rd, 1934, gangster John Dillinger escaped from a jail in Indiana with the help of a wooden gun that was smuggled into him by one of his attorneys. The first technical casualty of the Civil War was killed during a 100-gun salute. A cannon prematurely discharged and killed Private Daniel Hogue of the 1st U.S. Artillery. Somebody got fired for that. McDonald's in the Netherlands has a placemat called a McTracks, where you can make music while you eat. To make it work, you place your phone on the mat, get an app, and then compose your music, including your voice. According to the Guinness World Records, the United States holds the record for the most medals won at a single Summer Olympic Games. At the 1904 Olympics, held in St. Louis, Missouri, they won 78 gold medals, 82 silver, and 79 bronze for a total of 239. Cobwebs actually have antifungal and antiseptic properties that keep bacteria away, minimizing the chance of infection. In fact, in ancient times, the Greeks and Romans would use cobwebs to treat cuts. Soldiers also used spiderwebs to heal wounds. They would combine honey and vinegar to clean the wounds and then cover it with balled up spiderwebs. Nope, I would just rather die. Keep spiders away from me. The female Burmese python incubates her eggs by raising her body temperature by as much as 7 degrees warmer than air temperature. They accomplish this by frequently hiccuping or having muscle spasms. Ancient Egyptians used to put dead mice into the mouths of people to treat toothaches. They also mashed up dead mouse paste with other ingredients to treat patients with pain. Once again, rather die. In 2015, astronomers located a gigantic cloud of methyl alcohol called methanol surrounding a stellar nursery measuring over 310 billion miles across. Over time, it could actually help astronomers understand how some of the most massive stars in the universe are formed. Tibetan nuns can actually change their core body temperatures with a form of meditation called Jitumo. Using EEGs and temperature measurements, a team of researchers recorded the internal temperature of the nuns in the freezing cold of the Himalayas. The nuns were able to increase their core body temperature up to almost 101 degrees Fahrenheit. Researchers at Murdoch University in Perth have discovered goldfish as long as 12 inches and weighing as much as 4.2 pounds in the vast river in the southwest of Western Australia. They think it's the result of people releasing their goldfish into the water. This is because in the wild, that's how big they can grow. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and NASA, July 2016 was the hottest month in 136 years of record keeping. Dyslexics see numbers and letters backwards. It's a reading disorder, not a vision or seeing disorder, which means that Braille readers can also be dyslexic. According to a study published in the Journal of Behavior Therapy and Experimental Psychiatry, mood can affect how we walk and vice versa. We walk slump-shouldered if we're sad, bouncing if we're happy. Making people imitate a happy walk actually made them feel happier and sadder if they were imitating a sad way of walking. Queen Elizabeth and her husband Prince Philip are third cousins. Oh, that's weird and gross. According to Guinness World Records, the oldest tree known to have been planted by humans is 2,300 years old. The sacred fig or bo tree was planted in Sri Lanka in 288 BC. In India, as well as other parts of the world, standing babas are people who have taken a vow to never sit, lay, or squat for 12 years in order to transport their psyches into a realm of spiritual awareness not experienced by sitters. They stand before a small hammock in which to rest their arms during the day and torso at night. One leg must be on the ground at all times. Robert F. Kennedy failed 3rd grade. Smaller than his siblings, Bobby was often considered the runt of the family, and he even attended nearly a dozen schools as well. Governments in Iraq and India have imposed an internet blackout during exams to prevent students from cheating. You can now hire a self-driving taxi in Singapore. During the testing period, the cars had a driver in the front who could take over the wheel at any time and a researcher in the back who watches the computers. They're equipped with a detection system that uses lasers to operate like radar and 2 cameras on the dashboard to scan for obstacles and detect traffic light changes. Hurricane names are recycled every 6 years, with the exception of hurricanes that have been so deadly and costly that the future use of its name for a different storm would be insensitive. A Filipino fisherman found a 75-pound natural pearl and kept it hidden under his bed for 10 years. He discovered it in a giant clam and kept it as a good luck charm. It's 170,000 carats. According to a new study in the Journal of Hand Therapy, millennials have weaker muscles in their hands from all the texting, snapping, scrolling, and gaming that they do. Especially the guys. The upside is that they have stronger thumbs. There's a social anxiety called Parthenope Phobia where you have an abnormal and persistent fear of young girls. Specifically virgins. It's weird. Vampire bats have a protein in their saliva that acts as an anticoagulant which keeps their victims' blood flowing while they feed. Researchers have actually been studying it to see if it can help dissolve blood clots and help with stroke victims. There are moonquakes on the moon that are similar to our earthquakes, only they are weaker and less common. In fact, there are 4 known types: deep moonquakes, shallow moonquakes, thermal moonquakes, and meteorite moonquakes. Canada is the largest country in the Western Hemisphere and has the longest coastline. In the 1904 Summer Olympics, gymnast George Iser won 3 gold medals, 2 silver, and a bronze, all while wearing a wooden prosthetic leg. There used to be a sport called ferret legging, where a ferret is strapped in a contestant's pants, sans underwear. The contestant who can stand the teeth and claws the longest wins. The ALS Association received $101 million in donations compared to $2.8 million the previous year because of the money raised by people doing the Ice Bucket Challenge. In the United Kingdom and Ireland, you can purchase cyberbullying insurance. The insurance company Chubb will pay out as much as $74,600 to help with court costs and relocation fees. In Shanghai, you can have your credit score lowered for not sending greetings or visiting your elderly parents. Hey mom? Yeah, I missed you. There is a hangover clinic in Sydney, Australia. For a whopping $200, you can get a 1-hour treatment which includes a half gallon of hydration drip, oxygen therapy, and vitamins to help you recover from a night of too much alcohol. Voyager 2 was launched on August 20th, 1977, and Voyager 1 was launched September 5th. They were sent on different trajectories, and Voyager 1 was put on a path to reach Jupiter and Saturn ahead of Voyager 2. Canada is larger than the entire European Union. In fact, it's 33 times bigger than Italy and 15 times bigger than France. If you have a fear of cheese, you have something called turophobia. In order to get street view of a desert, Google hires camels to carry its Trekker camera. The term CAPTCHA stands for completely automated public Turing test to tell computers and humans apart. I just call them annoying. Scorpions glow a bright blue-green when under ultraviolet light. According to National Geographic, there used to be 100,000 wild tigers in Asia a century ago, and now, due to poaching sadly, there are only about 3,200. According to a report by Michael Gibson Light, a doctoral candidate in the University of Arizona School of Sociology, ramen noodles are now more popular than tobacco as currency in US prisons. I don't blame them, it's delicious. The owner of the gin tub in Brighton, England, had a Faraday cage built into its ceiling to block cell phone reception. He wants his patrons to socialize the old-fashioned way, by actually speaking to each other. There are no natural lakes in the state of Maryland. All of the lakes are man-made by damming rivers. According to Guinness World Records, the only man to be struck by lightning 7 times was ex-park ranger Roy C. Sullivan. He suffered a lost toenail, lost eyebrows, a shoulder injury, leg burns, an ankle injury, chest and stomach burns, and had his hair set on fire twice. Unfortunately, he ended up taking his own life after being rejected in love. Jupiter's largest moon, Ganymede, has a saltwater ocean buried under 95 miles of ice. Scientists estimate that it's 60 miles thick, which is about 10 times deeper than our oceans. The female loggerhead turtle will sometimes travel thousands of kilometers to return to the beach where they hatch their eggs. In 1978, serial killer Rodney Alcala, who murdered 4 women and a child, appeared on a game show, The Dating Game, and won. Well, hopefully he paid for the meal. Thank you guys so much for watching this and for joining me this week. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I'll have a brand new video for you come Monday at 12 West Coast time, 3 Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you come by then. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you then.